Hello, and welcome back. Last time on Final Fantasy XIV replay through, we went to Cuevas, did some stuff there regarding heretics, Harshavans, inquisitors that were fake, and want to fight some dragons. And after that, we fought the Lady of the Vortex, Garuda. This time we are gonna go and strike back, reclaim what is ours. I do wanna say quickly before we get into it. I've had something on migraine this week, and it's still not over, so I'm unsure how much I can take before it gets worse again. So let's just go and try and get something done before that happens. And with that, we are going to start out with talking to Alvino. Oh, I am so not ready to return to the waking sands. Oh, but alas, here we go. It is past time we return to the waking sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. And here we go, back to Horizon. Hmm. Let me quick check something before. Okay, should be better now. It's not like you haven't seen me stretch this path like 20 times before, so... I miss Tataru. I hope she's doing okay. It's so eerie without anyone here. Tell me, Melody, those odds strike you as odd? I see recent signs of habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it's just my imagination. Come, let's proceed into the solar. Wait. Who goes there? Now, Ida. Is that any way to create a friend? Elvino! Melody! Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. Yeah, I'd fall to the ground too. I... I don't believe it. I was sure that you'd been... This place has seen better days. And since the break has started right now, we'll be taking a break as well. Because this is kind of important dialogue, so... Oh, I miss playing this. I've been really into Sunave in the past 2 weeks. Um, since the patch came out actually for the Switch, and it's been so fun. Like actually so fun. I've played a lot of Stardew Valley, but the characters never actually interested me aside from Krobus. But here I'm like, oh, this character's interesting. Oh, this character's interesting. Oh boy, handsome man. Green flag, green flag. And I'm just completely absorbed into it. The mechanics are fairly the same, but the addition of magic really helps it to make it stand out and, in my opinion, more fun because the tedious thing of going through the mines is just okay. Now I'm so gonna spam Vaculus, 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 and your floor is empty in the mines, and it's really nice. Although I do need to upgrade my gear because I'm lagging a little bit behind on where I could be. But it's fun. It's really, really fun. There are still a lot of bugs. You have to save a lot, and sometimes the save button doesn't work and all that kind of stuff. But it's the studio's first game they've made and ported to Switch, so there are a lot of beginner problems. I'm not surprised, to be honest. Excuse me, I have to sneeze with a headache, so that's gonna hurt. Yeah, I was right. That was not pleasant. And we are resuming the stream. Um, I wasn't actually here when I was still in talks at Adder's Nest. The first thing I knew about it was when I came back and I saw Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but had still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start if Stola hadn't been here to help me. Stola is here too? Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Oda to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papa Limon and Vidya weren't among the dead, according to the church. Istola thinks they have been taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires, knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against primals, one that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his elegant weapon may be, he would doubtless desire its protection. He means to use Mephilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sense in the first place. Hey Nozumi! How are you doing? I'm okay. I've been suffering a migraine the past week pretty much. And I'm on the way to recovery, but I still feel the pressure of the headache, so I'm just gonna take it easy today. You're very, very welcome to lurk, of course. No matter. The Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the science and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Whatever you need. Yeah, I have a big, um, I don't even know what to call it. Big bottle of water next to me, so it's been refrigerated, so it's cool. I'll be sure to make, I'll be sure to drink as much as I can. But I also need to keep watch over my kitten who is here. Well, she's actually not a kitten anymore. She's a year and a half now. But she still acts like a little kitten. We can discuss our next move upon Ishtola's return. For now, I say we rest. I had to blow off 2 streams this week because of the headache, so I really wanted to stream. If you mean my kitten, she is a certified garbage can. But her fur coat's color is a tortoiseshell or tortie.
Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one.
I love this cutscene.
Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness.
And
Go
I am
with
very
caution,
glad I
my
decided to wear
child,
pants.
but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Yes, I love Final Fantasy XIV. I actually have 2 cats. I have Kiersey, who is the tortie of a year and a half, and I have Risto, and he's a black and white tuxedo who is almost 10 years old. So he's grandpa. I love them both, even if Kiersey is very naughty. Ishtora, Melly, I see you and Alvin are safe. And Sid. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louisva guides us still. Oh, we love the old seniors. Yeah, you like Ishara? He would not see us undone so easily. Not now. when the need is so great. I know where Minfi and the others are being held. Where? An imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona. Custom sentry. This is my Warrior of Light, Melody Lane, and I am a dancer main, actually. I also play Red Mage and Sage, but that's the extent of what I want to play. I can actually play everything, but I don't feel like it. I also have every combat class at least level 90, so yeah. Are you talking? Are you talking, Kirsty? Say hi. Say hi to Nozumi. No? Okay. Alright, let's do this. Let's go and rescue Minfili and the others. What does Alfio Sid have to say? On Imperial Castrum. It was to be expected, I suppose. Guys may have called it a weapon of ancient Alak, but I saw extensive Magitech modifications. Hmm. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Melody. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial custom would be a highly dangerous proposition. Now that Custom Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. We are, if we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. Oh, thank you so much for the compliments. I actually don't really like to listen to my own voice on stream, so I never watch my streams back, but I'm glad you like it. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Dare. He is stationed at the Observatorium of Quervus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. And we're going back to Quervus. Again. And yes, I'm riding a unicorn because I can. Yeah, that's fair. I used to monitor myself, but I kept getting, um, I kept pausing because I was listening to myself, and it was really, really distracted. So it really doesn't work for me. Knowledge. No scratching the couch, little madam. I think it should be around here somewhere. Yep, it's him. Oh, yeah. I do customer service for a part of my job. I take calls and answer questions, that kind of stuff. And the moment I hear my voice back in the phone, I'm like, what is this? Ah, Melody, the woman who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Shtora. But of course, Lord Relmond confided in me that you are a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Custom century? What interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, who we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the custom, a Urian woman, an Elysian man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male and 1 female. It is them! It has to be! Minfilia, Urianchi, Papalimo, and Tataru! Yes, Nozumi, please prioritize your own health and sleep. I appreciate you being here and, of course, the lurk. If that's kind of morsels of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Corvus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, Rugadin and Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? Rugadin and Lalafell, Mr. Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and they seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, and it's our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals escape. We must find them, Melody, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those cells in customs century will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it's an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners evacuated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to hear comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Guardians are our fellow science prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume they will not be executed until such time as his duty is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not science, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portlaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, Aron. You won't regret this. How is it not cold in here? Thank you for the hydrates. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. Hello, Matt. Thank you for being here. I'm doing pretty okay. I had a migraine this week, so I had to cancel some streams, but I'm happy to be streaming again. And I'm having a really lovely time with the MSQ of Final Fantasy XIV. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There's a culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, in which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Riffavin, you depart for Castrum Occident at midnight. You will command the western front of Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Prefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. If there is one thing I have to give Gaius, it's the fact that he recognizes the ability of his uh, officers. My quarters, 1 hour. But how you been, Matt? My purpose here is to reconnoiter Guardian activity along Abalasia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Stola. Oh, Lib. Please. Are those oldie? Oh no, there's another one coming. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by the way Demoiselle Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Bristelt, may be able to tell you more. So, as I expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Oh yeah, that's true. Let me quickly switch. Yeah, this one does have the chat thing. I forgot to put it back on the overlay that I use for FF14, which is my bad. Really bad, actually. Wait, them still dark holes over there. You stand before Dumsel Darkholds, the subterranean fortress excavated by the greatest guardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. A letter from Lord Portelaine. Oh, so you've come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forward and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captives would like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aurum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take a search there. Seek out a knight named Paramount, he should be able to assist you. Yeah, I should untrimp myself. Very important. Thank you for that. And we are now going to Auramville. Both Demoiselle Darkhold and Auramville are actually dungeons, but they are optional. So we won't be seeking them. The Imperial airship? I saw it approach to land with mine own two eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Draft orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post, to find evidence that somebody had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried to door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked two sets of footprints, one large, one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. These are small footprints, so they're probably wedges. Hmm. So far, no sighting of them yet. There are no large footprints. So did they split? That bridge could be a good hiding place. And we don't think that this is the right place for a Laravel. So cold. I want to go home. Ah! Please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as it look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Melody, it's you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Guardians are snapping at their heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost just ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw. Thrice! When I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now, what of Biggs? I see. Well, it always surprised me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashes he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of them. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Tishad helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Vegas. If memory serves, there should be an East Guardian fortification not too far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let's meet there. There, I hope? Was that Mr. Garleans you spoke with? After 5 long years. Thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling bad now, Melody. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. And that's gonna be such a heartwarming reunion. I'm sure of it. And now let's head to the tower. We can see the distance. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem that your companions caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are we feeling now then? Stay as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. At this point you had a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Ah, somebody who cares. Alright, Wedge. I need to find Biggs. I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold, with Guardian on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Melody, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. I'll ask. A rugged gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? Sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gate and may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, maybe he elected to pass us by. And that could be very, very much true. I don't think he is here, but well, now nothing is here anymore, so oops. Maddie, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area? Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where in this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? We can't give up, Melody. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is captured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen and hurry. Big's chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Hello, I'm JK. Stream is going pretty well, thank you. How have you been? I love this minion. It sits on my shoulder like 75% of the time. And it's so cute. Look at it. Ignorance. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he is not to be found around here in the vicinity of the Talkwold, it's possibly he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Den of Pass, the southern end of which lies north to the north and east of here. Well, I'll make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit. It is surely better than worrying in idleness. Oh, we should look. One more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not 1 moon ago, I nearly broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. That's good advice. Thank you. Alright, good work. Um, yeah, I've had a migraine the past week. It's still not over, but I'm in the tail end, so it's just a bit of pressure. But I know from experience that it could turn around again, so I had to actually cancel 2 streams, so I'm really glad that today I was feeling well enough to actually stream. So yeah, that's pretty good. I do need to figure out why my videos aren't exporting to YouTube, but I can do that after stream. Hey, it's Ishtola and Ida. My VOD channel, MBJK. I upload all the uncut VODs to that channel. It is actually linked on my profile. It's called Miss Okami VODs. Like, it's really on the nose. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will be, engineer? Oh, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Why did you come and find out, Tinhead? Ah, Melody, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something, right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me! I mean, poetry is also content. He is not alone. Kill them all. Yeah, they are. And now, we dance. Yeah, I love Dancer. It's really easy on my hands, but it has a really nice full burst without much weaving, so that's really helps. Red Mage is also pretty good, but I've grown a bit meh about it. And that's mostly because of the lore implications it has for Melody, and I just feel Dancer fits her more. That's a good question, Nita. Why are there so many? Hey Wolfie, thanks for the lurk. My thanks. Another moment, I would have. He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Monumental, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Tit would be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Oh, I love reunions. Ah, don't you love the absolute original experience of Final Fantasy XIV where every time you sell something it appears on the screen? It's great. Just before stream I just put up a lot of spare materials that I have and now it's just popping, 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 popping. Wedge, we have Biggs. I cannot thank you enough, Melly. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes, it's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owed a lot of you my life. And you say, what you do, Melody? I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Well, you owe me for life now! Biggs, Wedge, gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you. It's really you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alfino told me to raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with near a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the immortal flames would have had to see them coming, right? I myself asked the same question. That day, when I returned to the carnage of the Waking Sands, I noted not a mist in the horizon. Nothing at all suggests the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I conclude that the Guardians neither came by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Yassians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, though when time came for us to disembark, we find ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Custom Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off to the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown in the detainment cell together, while Mephilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Custom Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation what felt like years, but it was probably months or maybe weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected a pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bent for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't likely to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captures. The rest, as I say, is history. Very good sabotage stuff. Ha! If I didn't know any better, I'd call it a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That will be having big handiwork, as like as not. You were always resourceful and tight spot, my friend. Maddie, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what's for. Agreed. He could do with a shave, I suppose, but other than that. Yeah, the mud puppy thing might be very relevant to you. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say you're being held at the customs sentry. So let's convene at Revenant's stall in Mordona. This is a good place as any to prepare and better than most. The road leading east and south will get you there. When we arrive, let's seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Alright, I'm just gonna work. Bye! Well, my friend, what brings you to Revenant's stall? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Customs Center and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen around about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected. If the Guardians were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Mifflin and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. It has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we gonna smuggle ourselves in? Why, I have a mind to walk through the front door. Okay. Huh? The front door? I will disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of magic armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but that might just work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage yours would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead of this, I recommend that you speak with Glomont. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Customs City besides. I have no doubt he will want to be of will want to be of aid. Eden and I shall go connoiter Guardian activity at Stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Melody. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you are not enthused? I'm nothing and not enthused in Shella, and you're beginning to remind me of Papa Nemo. I'm being licked. Looking for Glomond, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Yeah, you're looking to get inside Custom Center and you need my help? Yeah, something tells me we're gonna get along just fine. So, you have friends at Custom Center that want to rescue. That staff one knows me too well. Aye, you can count on my help. I've got a scored a set of the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the not so nice people. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond the shadow of doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach the center from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the marbles, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, might as well you can eavesdrop on some of them's happening within. Once you know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed. I'm so happy I don't have to deal with those toads. They're so annoying. I'm gonna go around the fates. Because I get easily annoyed by all the noise it makes. Almost looks like it should be. It's here. There are muzzies here! No longer. But there were muzzies. The faint sound of conversation echoes down a pipe. Well, the captive? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be deaf mute for all the information you've gone out of her. The others are much better. The elephant gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to sprout gibberish. Oh, that's Urianger. I do wonder, why is the Tribune so obsessed with this Memphilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Guardians don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind of beastmen use? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? Might as well might as well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our rig is over. Best we get back to our stations. So, our friends are still here, which is good. Now we need to find out a way to get the stuff we need to get them out. It's good to see you again, Melody. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So, Minfili and the others are indeed at Custom Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you're afield, sit off the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. Good work. As Evan has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Clement is looking into ways to procure a suit of magic armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Nifiri and the others are counting on us. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. While Clement goes about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communications jamming device. The explanation is likely to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. Uh, for this, I need to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the light place on your map. And I'm gonna take a drink. Thank you, MBJK. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Let's see what we get for user mount for that. Ooh, Fenrir. Nice. He really couldn't just do this himself. I'm whining about nothing, by the way, but still, this seems a task that he could have done himself. Oh, it's Torgal! Such a good boy. The outbreak has once again started, so we'll not be advancing the text quite yet. Instead, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. Be right back. And we're back. I just ran back to the group. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yeah, sort of these crystals should suit a purpose, though I pray we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Melody. Looks like we're going back to Garleans. Clean the bugs out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by the way of preparation. The plans have you to enter custom century all decked out in Imperial duds, but the disguise is more than the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to custom sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Makes sense? Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that any insurgent forces are near. With Mr. Double Vigilance, I shall recommend that the patrols be increased. Very disturbing look. Oh, it's a special weather. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial salute? No, best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. Yay, I've learned how to salute imperially. Time was I took on every odd job offered to me, running messages and calling pesky fun like a good little adventurer. But I'm well past that now. These days there's only one thing on my mind, is what brought me here. You're Garlean. Yes, I've heard of your plight from my friend Garlean. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Custom Center, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in situations are not the sort of whom you would entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Constantinople never lacks Imperial patrols. It ought not to take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, for one for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return and allow me to inspect the spoils. Crimes! Interesting. I'm just gonna take them out from a distance. Oh, that did not sound pleasant. No, I do not want my chocobo out, but sure. From Imperial soldiers. Okay, I actually have everything now. So let's go. Are you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yep. Damaged, as I had suspected. In their present condition, I fear the uniforms and helm are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith, any gold at the diamond forge and ruin his house of splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead and have been assured that he's expecting you. Worry not, we've already impressed upon him the need for utmost secrecy as to the nature of your mission. So you're the adventurous Shark Malarkson, are ya? I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. I see. Ah, yes. I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Shark Malark a favor too. Took good care of old Aenolf back in the days before I fell in a boulder away. Now you did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt adventurous in life calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horses for a moment or two in the great Aenolf will have your gear looking good as new. And there we have it. Won't do him as good in battle, mind ya. But from what I hear, it's not your priority. Anyhow, do send him my regards, will ya? Alright, alright. What? That's the wrong way. This way. Have you had the universe and the helms repaired? Yes, he was so beautifully. The great Egnolf never fails to impress. The quality of his repairs would fool even a legatus. Though so equipped, you shouldn't have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. As you fear the Guardians might detect your foreigners in fact form the greater part of the Guardian invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates a new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part of your mission is done. I'm full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Hmm? Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not why you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say I am but another humble adventurer. One who desires only to act in the best interests of the realm. Very good, very good. Lomond is the next quest. You were getting them Imperial Dutch. You'll be pleased to hear that I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of magic armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castle Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant Soul. So, opening the cozy Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of the old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had the signs on the stronghold. It ain't far from the truth now that I come to think of it. Any road we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need is to approach one of these patrols dressed up in your shiny tin suit and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to learn them as near as Revenant's Soul as you can. Like as not though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use the smoke signal here. Filch fresh from Imperial Scout. They'll come running when they see that. And when the cavalry arrives, you'll hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I am mistaken, there is a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along it. Oh, and don't forget to salute. I wonder if we can do this without the duds, as they call them. Probably not. Which means that I quickly need to warp to in front. Don't I look lovely? Such a cursed sight. Carry on, soldier. Hmm? Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have said that I was amiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on these insurgents. Should aught go where, use your smoke signal to call us. And using the smoke signal. I hope you don't mind my joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it'd be best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place. But where's the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let's make an example of these insurgents. Hi, Nero. Welcome in. I'll unshrimp myself. Yeah, if you give me a moment, then I'll take a drink after. Yep, took my drink. At last, our very own suit of magic armor. Yeah. How about a banana instead? Is that okay? Now that we should look at give Chocobo a beak, it does seem rather worse for the wear, doesn't it? Biggs, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I say she's structurally sound. Unlike the way these legs are buckled, I hate to say this, but this servo mechanism may be damaged. But aren't those things protected by an ilm thick plate armor? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing does seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. And once Winkle sleep, you got a wedge? Oh. Sure, Chocobo. I heard that. A hole has been set aside for our use and revenge soul. That's how we carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Melody. He just went and through the lalafell. And I'm assuming you're quoting Soraka from League of Legends? The magic hour? Sitting on socket inside. Go in and join them. We're now at the time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time. Give those two something to mend, then they'll think of naught else till job's done. It is a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. Oh yeah, that would be a good thing. The repairs are proceeding at pace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you may recall, the mechanized servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently asserted that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used this Reaper was long overdue. Thus, we have not access to a ready placement here in Mordona. But all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, will you? He'll explain the details to you. Yes, I'll go look for him, like 5 feet away. As I believe the chief has already informed you, the magic core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having you appropriate more repairs, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of the Customer Center had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there's a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with a Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the arm circle mechanism. We just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for first rate and Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ulda and collect it. Oh, and pay for it. Did I mention how much it costs? No, well, typically it costs something in the order of, I hope you don't mind footing the bill, it's for a good cause. Great. Thanks, Veg. Hello there, come to collect the Mammoth Heart, you say? You must be here on behalf of the Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have. A heart fit for a prince amongst mats. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alvin's personal use after all. He notified us a short while ago that his servant would be coming to collect it. That annoying brat is calling us a servant. 10 years though he may be, Master Alvinode has been a benefactor of ours in my predecessor's time. The Goldsmith Guilds wouldn't dream of charging him. But here's the Mammoth Heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. He is not my master. Although I do appreciate the fact that I'm not footing the bill this time. Here we go. I get turned around so easily. You have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Hooray! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent! It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge? Courtesy of Elfino. Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit so it should slot right in. Yep, she's ready. Majestic armor. Engage! Or not. Haha, she just needs a loving tap, I'll wager. If violence does not work, you've not used enough violence. Yes, she's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through her paces. May, would you care to do the honors? Up into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like you to try climbing that thing of crystals yonder. As far up as you can go, please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. No anomalous movements is evident from either leg. Good. Now jump back down and then sprint north. Quick scan. Jump down. Sprint north. Well, there's no sprint button, but sure. Join decks observing all the impact of evident innocent. Excellent. Please make your way back. The structure remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Great. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in solid condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps as the inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas the majestic cores serve only to conduct impulses, mammoth hearts enable automata to process the information collected by the sensors as feelings. Maybe she doesn't feel a part of the team. In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Only because it has a mammoth heart. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I welcomed myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyway? Bob as a courtesy? No doubt you're wondering why the server mechanism is so important to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor every movement manually. It would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the war match tech core seemed a promising solution, unless the device did not appear to be compatible with Guardian technology. Badge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off? Imperials, they've come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor in Garland. And is that the Aegon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells you will. We've located the stolen Reaper. Requesting immediate assistance. Respond. Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland! No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hells, Melody, protect the armor at all costs. Sid, you don't even have a weapon. Stay back, please. Please. Nope. Get back here. She moved. Ah, now she dances and graces with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Customs Sentry and rescue your comrades. There, the finishing touch. The servo mechanism is now fully functional. And all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install Mammoth Heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? As much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the rip is as good as new. We are prepared as we're like to get. I'll go eat preparation, Melody. We'll leave as soon as you're ready. Clement, you came. I thought I'd give you all a roaring send-off. It's the least I can do for the fine man and woman who are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But if I have put curiosity before consideration, I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really. Truth to be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, it's hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister too. Pretty little thing she was, gentle as a lamb but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When El Amigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best as they could, but I knew, and the thought of me drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around the gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us. Rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leapt right off the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. It was some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then that I'd get my revenge on the Empire, and became an adventurer as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades since gone by, what have I achieved? Broke it all, that's what. Not like you lot. You ain't been here 10 minutes and you already done more than I mentioned 10 bloody years. You've given us too much credit, Clement. We only seek to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? And then wrote, after you've got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire. And don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But something tells me I won't be going hungry for a while with everything you've got planned. And you are sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hand, you only need to say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm afraid I must decline. I swore to get revenge on the Empire, it's true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there's some as would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Roger give you strength. A very sad story, but like he said, it's not unrealistic or probably even the worst story that's come from being a imperial captive. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. Agreed. First, we have friends to rescue. Biggs, the Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of Castle Sentry, just outside the stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Yay! We get to dress up again. No, because I also need to do the hats. Thank you. Alright. Forgive me for saying so, but you look rather fine in Imperial Black and Crimson. Definitely your colors. But now is not the time for jests. I look god's awful in this. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castle Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, an Imperial patrol left to do its rounds. Elfino and I will create a diversion out there and keep them occupied for as long as we are able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as a patrol returning from duty. Should Elfino and I prove less distracted than hoped, I will contact you via link barrel. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Rex will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Unless you wander Eden and Shola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover retreat in the event Alpino and I attracted too much attention, but the approach of an Imperial vehicle forces us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed, they did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of don't do anything reckless if memory serves. Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'll best be off. Good luck, Melody. May the 12 keep you.
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all, yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning.
Yeah, but then I would have had to deal with you. No thanks.
Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
That looks quite painful. My apologies. I didn't notice you there, so engrossed I was in my task. You'll be engrossed too after Trivius commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Signs of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look at in that storage tower when you next pass that way. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance from Occupants, are you? Welcome to Castle Sentry, engineer. What? Prisoners? You heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You are summoned here to work, not to culprit Eorzea's has defeated heroes. Now, show a bit of enthusiasm or I'll have you reported. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there and oh, I'm fooling. I've fallen for one of the prisoners. Alright, I dare say you know the one who I mean, the svelte blonde? Goodness no. It's a lot of Alas I'm swimming with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her into my arms and squeeze her until my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centurion to lend me the key so I can see her? Okay. Tataru has an admirer. What is this? You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? At the Tribune's behest, you say. This is highly irregular, but it would not make to do. But it would not do to make my lady wrath. Take my identification key. See that it's returned when your errand is concluded. Secure is tight, just as we expected. We are going to need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. Well, guess what I have? Can I do this in my own gear? No thanks. Should be okay. No! And Flia. And the rest. Thank goodness they're safe. I am the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life and you shall answer to your mistress. I love that I'm just in my own uniform. Tataru, we must do something. We risk letting the entire quest from nowhere here. Oh, I'm already in my own clothes, so. Is this the first squadron? What is it? A Reaper? Seized when? This came to light only now? The culprits will have left the trail. Take as many men as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. Reaper found. Icon Slayer found. Eliminate the intruders. Oh, leave me alone. Oh, didn't even need to unbind them. Oh, she was so scared. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Fankred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away ere the window to our liberty closes shut. Good point, Uriange. Let's go. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Phil, and I shall have your head. And what have we here? The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have the eye of an Ahriman, Ida. Well, she's kinda hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Accursed science. How did you slip our defenses? With the unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castle walls, which have allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. You should have just been polite. It was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever sat away in. It's no wonder it's called a phantom train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So, you scuttled amidst the fleet, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our red catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That's far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own your own wrongdoing, Livius Sus Junius. It was you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We will never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. Betake you to your guard. More intruders. Protect the tribunes. Confound it. Ida, with me. After them. Where's His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady. In discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No. No, no, no. There they are. Fan out and surround them. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No edge. Don't do it. Oh no, Melody, hold them off. I'll look after Miffy and Totoro. The outbreak has started, but we still will go through with the fights. No, leave Urian jail alone. No. More shield generators. Oh, please. Where's the other one? Over here. Okay. There's another one. That is... It's not gonna be behind here again, right? Nope. Shouldn't be behind that one. Yep, found it. Oh, Papa Lima.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
And we'll wait until the ads are done. And the ads are already done. Nice. Yeah, I wish I could do the posture thing, but my cat just decided to sit on my lap, so I can't move or he'll be very, very, very offended. Yeah, my cat has told me that your request is denied. I did take a drink.
What the?
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Badass ladies. Yes. That's what we're going for.
Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice to see you too.
The reunion must wait.
Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
Oh, I love his sarcasm. So good.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
But there's no one in there. This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One,
2,
3.
4.
Jump! Oh, poor Maggie.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power, the power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
What in the 7 hells?
Good reflexes.
Oh no. It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagans used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius! Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian. An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him. Thancred!
Surprise?
He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be.
That does explain how they knew the location of our headquarters.
Have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Asians. How could I have been so blind? Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all!
Don't take your anger out on the airship. I would like to stay in the air, please.
No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill turn.
So forgive me if I seem brusque. The item I requested, is it ready? Wonderful! I'm sorry to press, but we need it urgently. How soon can it be delivered? I am in your debt, my friend.
But the battle is far from over. And so long as we stand together, there shall ever be hope of victory. The people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope. Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
My regards to Grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Into the starry beyond we go. Hell's take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relate this Slaviers in the order to sail. That's all. The Maelstrom stands ready. What are the flames? Ready as we are like to be. I only need to give the word to Royale. Has there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silent to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. And what would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth, if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis but comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of Blackwall's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action. No less than the fate of Eorzea hangs upon the decision of this council. Von Belzer claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its foul gods. Yet offer resistance, he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me my bluntness, but I do not like these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one, for if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Bankrupt plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Melody, and help them make the right decision. Grim tidings, Melody. It seems that word of the ultimate weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders, in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragrant chamber and are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare the people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Holes offers will doom the Eorzea, not deliver it. And the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Melody, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. I need to go to Hustic Strip. Change out of my battle uniform thingy. I'll go with something a bit more imposing. The Council of the Alliance is presently in progress in fragrant chambers. I must ask that you step away from the doors, madam. I'm sorry? You're here on behalf of the Science of the Seventh Dawn? 1,000 pardons, my lady. Of course you may enter.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not.
I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Self-awareness, very
Do not
important.
blame yourself, Raoban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alphinaud, Minfilia, and Seven Hells. Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Raoban?
Cid,
Well?
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Garleans have no love for war. Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change.
She said this at Remembrance Servants as well.
Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
Hey Darkslayer, welcome in. We are declaring war against Garlemald.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Raubon, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well.
I'm doing okay. The migraine is still here, but in a measure that I can actually tolerate it. I'm unsure of how long I can still tolerate it, so I'll probably end it somewhere before I know where there's a lot of concentration needed. But otherwise, I'm doing pretty well.
How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round. On account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
So it's soon time for you to go back to
We must needs
class.
consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts. Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Pray return to the waking sands. Ooh, nice. It's always good to have a day off so you can catch up on things or study in advance, take a good rest also. It looks a lot better already. My dear sister drew last breath here in the battle with the Empire. To her, the fight for Eorzea's future was far more important than her homeland. True to her beliefs to the end she was. No matter how dark the night, one day the dawn will break. As long as brave souls like yourself take up our cause, the signs will never stand down. Our fault! I should have done something, done anything, but I didn't, and now Abba and Ali are. I will not let it be for nothing. I will earn this. We came away with our lives, though our losses weigh that heavy in our hearts. We must carry on for those who have fallen. As one age endeth and another doth arise, so do our struggles wax and wane. What wouldst thou ask of me? The dark divinity. The dark divinity is the primal Odin. Odin. He's actually not part of the me, sorry. I just wanted to quickly check it out. I understand you gave our fallen brothers and sisters a proper burial. I'm sure they appreciated it. When the Empire is beaten, all of this is over. Let us visit them at the church. Yes. For many years, I dedicated my life to the research and development of Magitech. Unable or unwilling to see the repercussions of my work. And though I have since left Garlemald behind, its scientists continue to build upon my work. I fear this new weapon may be not an example of that, an ancient relic enhanced with technologies I created. Yet, even should that be the case, it would still require a brilliant mind to. No, no, he didn't. Seems Sid knows who's behind the enhanced ancient technology. What's next on the agenda? We're ready to get to work. She hasn't said a word to me since the rescue. Was it all for nothing? Which has a crush on Tataru. The counter-offensive to come will require the total commitment of every allied nation, as well as the flawless coordination of all forces. I pray the Council understands this. Had I not intervened, the Guardian Solar may have very well done for Ida. Knowing how guarded in the heat of battle as though she were on an evening stroll, how much of a scatterbrain can she be? Ah, well, at least we cannot fault her for being inconsistent. Instead of gratitude for coming to the rescue, probably you'll call me Scatterbrain. The next time he gets caught by the Empire, I'm leaving him to rot. You would never do that. You love him too much. We may have surmounted this latest trial, but the worst is yet to come. We must remain focused. I will not see our efforts wasted in futile regret. And as for Tancred, he and I have much to discuss.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this!
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him enthralled to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, It is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are she, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
The first mention of Melody being the warrior of light. All present? Then let us begin. We have received the details of the impending operation. In what promises to be the largest single counteroffensive in the realm's troubled history, the Alliance will strike at every Imperial stronghold standing upon Eorzean soil. As might be expected, the operation will be complex, but you need not commit its intricacies to memory. It is enough that each man understands his part and plays it to the best of his ability. The finer instructions you will receive at each staging point. To begin, let's review the distribution of our forces. From the west to the east, the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah, and the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania. Next, let us examine the location of the Imperial strongholds. Near Limsa we have Castle Ocidens, situated in the eastern Vilbrand, and Castle Marinium, which lies to the south and east in the midst of the Rotano Sea. Near Ul'dah we have Castle Meridian to the north and the coastal outpost at Cape Westwind, which connects Castle Meridian to the mainland by means of a Magitech transporter. Near Gridania we have Castle Orient, which lies upon the eastern edge of the Westwood. And finally in Mordona stands Castle Sentry, a thorn in the heart of Eorzea. The forthcoming operation will see the Allied forces assault each of the aforementioned locations with the ultimate objective of destroying the Empire's newest weapon, housed within Castle Meridianum. As one might expect of Black Wolf's seat of power, Castle Meridianum boasts all but impenetrable defenses. If we are to breach it, we must needs isolate it from its sister strongholds. To do so would be to risk getting caught betwixt hammer and anvil. The operation will comprise of 4 distinct phases, all told. The first shall see us eliminate one of the Black Wolf's most trusted lieutenants, Arfina. I have so much trouble with all these names. According to her intelligence, the Prefectus is due to visit the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind for an inspection. When he arrives, we shall dispatch an elite adventurer unit to eliminate him. Melody, we would have you lead this assault. Finn is a peerless field tactician. Shorn of his leadership, the garrison at Castle Ocidens will be as a snake without its head. Phase 2 will see us sever Castle Meridian primary lines of supply. As soon as Fini's presence is confirmed at the coastal outpost, the Maelstrom will lay siege to Castle Ocidens. At that very hour, the Limsa Armada, helmed by the Emperor himself, shall move to blockade Castle Marinium. Meanwhile, the 12th with the Order of the Twin Adder will surround Castle Orient. And they will have the sylphs to help them. Phrixia has been waiting for a chance to avenge these ones. Phase 3 shall see us neutralize Castrum and Meridian's defenses. Forming our main thrust, the Immortal Flames will march against the stronghold with all their strength, while the enemy's eyes are swarm outwards. Another elite adventure unit shall infiltrate the castrum. Its mission to disable the Magitech generator which protects the Praetorium, a fortress within a fortress wherein the ultimate weapon is believed to be housed. Melody would have you take command once more. Meanwhile, the Order Twin Adder will blockade the railway which connects Sentry and Meridianum, preventing the timely arrival of reinforcements from Mordona. A wise precaution. The monster's locomotive, which runs back and forth between the two castra, is capacious enough to transfer a small army by all accounts. It is also well the Garleans did not think to give it wings. Once Meridian's defense have been compromised, the operation will enter its fourth and final phase. This will see the Immortal Flames enter the stronghold and suppress the remnants of the enemy garrison, allowing Melody's unit to pass unopposed into the Praetorium, where they will locate and destroy the ultimate weapon. By this feat shall the operation be deemed a success. In addition to the Grand Companies, we can count upon the support of a variety of other parties. From the pirates of Lims and Laminza to the monetarists of Ulda, in all the operation will involve no fewer than 12 major factions. That just holds that the Archons were 12 in 1 and 1 in 12. It is for this reason that our grand endeavor has been dubbed Operation Archon. Countless free companies have also pledged their swords, and more join us by the day. At long last, all of Eorzea is rising as one. As before, we shall work in concert with the grand companies. Ida, Papadima, Stola, please accompany your respective organizations on their missions. Urianger, I would have you represent us in Ulda. Reassure the financiers that have made a sound investment. When this is done, pray return here and aid in the coordination of our forces. Atar, please assist Urianger in any way you are able and ensure that everyone is kept abreast of the latest developments. Amphilia, Sid, and I shall accompany the main host in advisory capacity. It will be our task to analyze intelligence as it comes into our possession and make the necessary recommendations to command. As Elvina mentioned, you are to lead the elite unit of adventurers whose task it will be to see each of Operation Argon's main objectives fulfilled. Yours is the most important role of all, and to be the most dangerous. Pray, choose your party well and stint not in your preparation. The battle for the future of the realm is about to begin. Together, let us show the Black Wolf the power of an united Eorzea. Pray report to the Immortal Flames encampment situation to the north of here when you are ready to be briefed on your first mission. I cannot stress this enough, but please be careful. May you walk in the light of the crystal. And with that, we have started Operation Archon, which we will be doing next time, because my headache is playing up again, and we have been streaming for about 3 hours, so I think that is a good length for us to stop today, also because I know that all the combined things that we need to do for Operation Archon will be at least an hour and a half, excluding waiting times, so yeah. Alright guys, our next stream is actually going to be on Friday night, 10 p.m. With Slywave. We are going to do a collab on Sunhaven, which is absolutely so much fun, and we're gonna have so much fun as well. I want to do the Operation Argon on Saturday, normal streaming time, and we'll see what we do Sunday, but I do one stream, but we'll see what happens then. Alright guys, I'm gonna wish you all a very, very good rest of your weekend, and see you next time. Bye bye.